As Ramondre Stevenson has put it, too easy. At least that's the way the last two games were against the Chargers and the Steelers, specifically this latest one where we held the Steelers to only 8 points, easily the lowest total we've had all series long. We ran the ball as well as usual, and we really needed those games because we were coming off of back-to-back losses against the Jaguars and Ravens, two really, really good teams in fairness. We have a couple of upgrade points. I think they're offensive line related, though. Yeah, so we'll get into that when we actually go to the next week, which is going to be against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who obviously are a pretty good passing attack team. We're not sure about that run attack. Rachaad White is the starting running back, I imagine, and he is really fast, but how have they actually incorporated the run game? As you know, once again, they do love to throw the ball. We also have a DB breakout, no player of the week, and we also have a new mock draft that has been posted. Let's take a look at the weekly awards. Mahomes and Chanel, both from the same team, of course, and then Caleb Williams from the Bears and Charvarius Ward from the Niners. And the mock draft is fun. Let's go take a look. So the Giants are still, no, they're not projected. They are now projected the worst pick or worst record in the league, which is obviously the best pick in the draft, and it's a little weird to see them not taking quarterback. I don't know if did they draft one? I can't remember, but either way, left tackle apparently is their biggest need. We are projected to be the Super Bowl runner-up, ironically enough, to the Buccaneers, so this is going to be a pretty big matchup. They say that we should take running back Luke Bacon. Not really sure where they come with that. Right? You look at some of our other positions, you have B's, B minuses, even a C plus in there. Yet A for running back, they're like, you need a new running back, which I guess, to be fair, we could use a change of pace back, but yeah, not really our biggest concern. But yeah, the Buccaneers at 9-1 is definitely a concern. Let's take a look right away at our DB breakout. Who is this going to be for? McKenzie, perhaps? Gamble? Marcellus Dial. I don't know if one interception is going to be doable for him. I'm going to say choose new goal. Let's see if we can get something else like tackle for a loss. Wait, that's it? All he needs is one tackle for a loss, forced fumble, or a sack. Okay, I mean, yeah, he blitzes a lot, so why not? Okay, that's not too bad. One tackle for a loss, a forced fumble, or a sack. Fair enough. Definitely an interesting name drop there, but let's take a look at our roster. Maybe you're new to the series, which, hey, if you are, if you end up enjoying the video, maybe leave a like. Subscribe if you're new. We do a ton of franchise stuff where we're obviously playing the franchise start to finish like this, or where we're, doing rebuilds of just any team, really. But obviously, this is what the squad looks like. D-line is in shambles. There's been injuries left and right. Do we not return somebody to the starting lineup this week? Or is it one more week? I think it was this week, and then, yeah, because that was the problem. We're getting two of our players back on the D-line next week, but ironically enough, we don't have a game. So if this bye week was now, it would have been the perfect timing, but unfortunately, that's not going to be the case. So our D-line is still going to be pretty thin. We have a bunch of different types of players that can, play across that line, even at defensive tackle. So we're going to be fine as is, I think, but maybe one more defensive tackle wouldn't hurt. So we'll see if we can try to do that. Obviously, everyone else, though, safeties have played pretty well. Corners have obviously been great. Dial is potentially going to join the star dev squad. Pretty damn young still, so I think we will have to move him to the 3 spot this game. Although it kind of worked out for him last time being at the 4, so we'll see. It depends on, if he can get it early or not, and maybe we'll have to adjust some things. And we'll have to, put somebody on IR or, move something around. But we're going to go with Gallimore. He's actually pretty damn good. 75 finesse, a 70 block shed rating. He'll be our DT, backup for now. Of course, looking at our injuries there, those are what they look like. Do the Buccaneers have any injuries as well? They do. Chase Young, who's a Buccaneer, has a foot fracture and is out 2 weeks. That is a massive injury, as I imagine he is probably their best edge rusher on their team at this point. A lot of the other guys that, would have been the no names, wrong thing. No names for them, obviously, would be probably regressed into retirement or just off the team because of that regression, whatever it may be. But let's actually find out, once and for all. We see Baker Mayfield is still the quarterback. He's still pretty athletic. Throwing accuracies are really good. I mean, he's way better than the overall saying he is. Rachaad White is the starting running back. Really good juke move, decently fast. Then we move over to wide receiver, which is Mike Evans, who is down to an 86 speed. Godwin, who's still looking pretty good. And then Duvernay, who's always giving me troubles, pretty damn fast. A little surprised to see Trey Palmer not be there like Premier 3. Cade Otton, obviously, 6'5", pretty good at catching. Not the most athletic guy, though. Left tackle's unbelievably good. Left guard is okay. Center's great. Right guard is okay. And then right tackle's pretty good. Left end's great. Right end is Logan Hall. Would have been Chase Young, I imagine. DT Vita Vea is still going strong. He's going to be hard to run the ball against. Diaby, very fast. Edge rusher. Isaiah Simmons, the middle linebacker. You know they love their athleticism there. Eric Kendricks is still decent. He's very smart. Braswell on the other side for the edge. And then Jamel Dean at corner 1, who looks really good. McCullough, the rookie, looks great. And then Bryce Hall, not a bad number 3. Free safety, he's one of the best in the league. Strong safety, Jamal Adams, who's still looking good enough. Pretty damn good zone coverage, and obviously great with the run defense stuff. So a pretty damn good team. Could kind of see why they're 9-1, especially if Baker's playing well, which you have to assume he is. Special teamers aren't too bad either. Definitely not the best 9-1 team I've ever seen, but they look pretty damn good. They throw the ball quite a bit, so short accuracy, medium kind of stuff is what you're going to expect from them. So that's why we're going to go short pass, and then their defense looks great. They seem to struggle a little bit in the pass defense, so we're going to go with medium pass, and I think everyone but Ramondre is going to be on this list. We could go with the tackle, actually, because he's a superstar, could develop quickly. We should have a couple of upgrades since we just had a bunch of guys in the practice, and we already had 2 linemen there. The only players really is Virgil, who obviously hasn't really had a chance to play much yet, because wide receiver is just really stacked on this squad right now. Obviously, they're not the highest of overalls, but there's a lot of potential there, so it's really hard to break into this starting lineup. And Virgil is a guy that, easily could. It's just the guys that are in front of them, they just haven't moved a muscle, right? They're solid players that it's hard to replace. It's really just injury is your best bet. 5 to run block, by the way. Puts him at 83, so only at 78 before. Not a bad upgrade. And then we have Blackwell, who is, of course, the down the line potential number 1 lineman on this team. Finesse, run block increase. He also has an ability here. Nasty streak. Blockers with this ability will frequently attempt to win impact blocks against linebackers and defensive backs when playing as a lineman or a fullback. I suppose unspun probably would have been a little bit better because, impact blocks means out in space. So, I guess maybe a screen. And then Harrington, he doesn't really get to play much either. Gibson really rarely gets to play because we're just running Ramondre into the ground, let's be real. And here we are on the road in Tampa. Obviously, Drake May, the numbers have improved a little bit, but still those picks are a little higher than where we would want them. But on par for a really, really good season, regardless of how high those interceptions go. Obviously, a little bit of a uniform alternative day out here. 2 really good teams trying to spice it up even more. And obviously with Vita Vea on the other side, a little worried about trying to run the ball, as that's kind of our staple to how well we've done, is just having that run game developed. And I don't know if we're going to be able to see that much going up against a team with a really, really good run stopper, maybe even one of the best in the entire league. He's just a really hard guy to run against. I don't know how he carries so hard, but he just does. He's a big dude, so that probably plays a huge factor, but that is definitely the main man to watch, I think. Obviously, Baker Mayfield, if he has an elite game, it could be really tough on that front as well. But really the biggest worry I have is running the ball with Vita Vea on the other side. Kicking the ball off, though, is us, so we're not going to be able to see that right away, as they are going to look to return this and run right into a couple of tacklers to the 27-yard line. Duvernay will be the guy to return it, and Baker Mayfield will be the guy to try and win it. Let's take a look at his numbers. 26 touchdowns, 10 picks, 2,700 yards. Like we talked about, a very high-powered pass attack, the guy that we kept seeing as the number 1 yards guy, number 1 touchdowns guy, all that good stuff. So not only is this a good game for us to try and win, but also maybe, hop when it comes to our passing numbers. And this is a lot of short stuff. We're in pretty good coverage. It's going to throw that to the outside. We're going to miss the tackle, as Godwin is going to get that to the 41-yard line. Got to pay attention to Dial whenever he actually is in. It's going to take a lot of linebackers to come in for him to be in, though, I will say. Or linebackers, DBs, as that ball was inadvertently hit by Bentley, I believe. But looking at our notable inactives, we have many. 3 of them are out. And they're all like the same position group. They're all on the defensive line, unfortunately. Little motion. They got 2 really good receivers. Obviously, Mike Evans is a little bit on the slower side these days. But as you can see here, it doesn't seem to matter too much as he gains 9 yards on a little short route. I'm going to be bringing him up a little bit. Can't get to Bentley in time. And yeah, that's about as free as possible. We bring all those linebackers in. But even though I pressed and I showed blitz, they didn't want to go up. That was the freest first down of all time. Like, how do I get these guys in? It's show. Like, I want to show. As Gamble, oh, wow. And he's going backwards. Baker Mayfield takes a punishment in the process. This defensive line just got in there instantaneously. Jones on the blitz. We're not going to get there. Try to hurdle. Almost got a piece of it and a perfect find over the middle. Duvernay with all that speed to the 19-yard line. I actually thought we jumped that perfectly. We weren't directly in front of the quarterback, though, unfortunately, so he could easily just throw it literally right around us. That jump was almost perfect. Yeah, we would have had a hand on it if we were more central, which obviously has a blitzing DB. It's going to be hard to do that, but almost landed on him. Jumped over the block. All right, bringing the blitz, feeling a run here. And we felt right. We got there with Jelani, but did not finish it. Was it even Jelani? I didn't even see who it was. I know I was Jelani for a moment. Yeah, I was. Okay, fair enough. A little bit of man coverage. See how we defend it. Tight end in motion. He's not going to... Oh, maybe he knew better than I did, actually. We're going to leave the tight end open slightly. It's going to be out there, though, and Gonzalez doesn't really bring him down well, but enough to make it a 3rd and 1. Bring everyone up. Bring in a blitz. Trying to get in there with Marte. And that's going to be a loss on the play for Jonathan Jones on the tackle. Can still see that the Buccaneers are way better of a passing team than they are a running team, and their run game just looks so predictable. Dial getting there, trying to block it, can't. Tampa will still score the first points of the game, though. And on the return is going to be Harper, the guy we always want to get the ball because he's fast and elusive. Maybe doing a little too much here. Going to probably get about as much as we would have had not cutting back, so it is what it is. Had a chance. Drake May, we already seen the numbers, so we don't need to see them again. And we're going to start it out with a jet touch pass. Really haven't done much of this season. Oh, wow. Don't fumble. Ooh, fought him because I knew we could. Didn't see that guy coming off the edge last second. But yeah, that play died before I could even speak. But yeah, haven't really done much of that kind of trick play stuff. Wanted to there, and that is a wide open Ramondre. There's nobody in sight. Truck right through him. He does. Stiff arm attempt to the 44-yard line. Easy. Easy. One play, 33 yards down the sideline. I don't know who was supposed to cover him, but they didn't, I suppose would be what I was going to say. As Faulkner gets blasted but gains 11. And I was going to run the ball, but wow, they're kind of feeling run there, I feel. A wide open backup tight end. Nobody on Bell, and all this movement is catching him off a little bit. Another 11 to the tight end. Stretch play out left, away from Vita Vea. And nobody's going to get the safety, unfortunately. We're going to actually lose a yard. Not common for Ramondre. He's going to go with a pitch reverse, but those plays are just so inconsistent. I'd rather just go play action. And wide open. Hits the throw. Baker in for the touchdown. The true good number 6 Baker. I said what I said. I said it, okay? Can't take it away from me either. Move him over because we don't trust it. Yeah, we're going to get nowhere with Bentley. Good cut attempt by White. Gain of 8. I mean, give them credit. They're trying to stick with this run game. I mean, we probably will have to change things up. As much as Jones is great, if we want this thing with Dial. Oh, what a bait attempt. As Baker, who I didn't even realize is a superstar, is going to do too much. Get sacked by Keon White and make it a 3rd and long. As that will bring us to the second quarter. Pretty damn good offensive drive. Defense has been pretty good for the most part. Get out of our way, Mapu. We need a tackle for a loss as well with Dial. And that's, you could argue, is our... Wow, what a catch by Godwin. That you could argue is our job, but at the same time, that was a pretty deep route. I tried to bait inside for that pick or the sack and realized we could not go in. Yeah, I mean, we were supposed to drop that far, but that was borderline pass-off range, I suppose. We can't get off the line. Still can't believe our D-line is doing as well as it has. You know, we've obviously... Oh, my God. We obviously are not at full strength. I will say Keon White is super good. I mean, he could probably start on a few different teams across the league. Can we switch? Oh. Man, these plays are tricking us hard. And it's going to be picked off by Dial, which is unfortunate because we took away the scenario for him to get it with a pick. He still needs to get a tackle for loss, sack, or whatever. Which is so unfortunate because it's like, that still should count, but it won't. But what can I expect? You know, he doesn't ever get picks. Got one last week, but like that's not common. That's a late throw. That could be picked. And that will be picked. Damn. I don't know why I thought we could get that in there. I was going to make an excuse. There was no excuse. Just a late throw. Still riding the highs from that interception, and we throw an interception right back to them. Trying to do too much. Always trying to do too much. To the outside, could be picked, and it's not. Jelani with a tackle, though. Still gains 3. I want Dial to get this scenario. He's got it big. It feels so wrong not to get it. Yeah, we left him wide open. Our fault. Huge hit. First down. That's the best way to do it, you know? Blitz the guy and then just replace whatever he's doing with someone else if you can. That's kind of our job outside. McKenzie tried to go for the strip. Misses it. Gets a lot more yards than I was expecting. All right, run a little bit of man coverage. Let's actually go with a user on the D-line. I mean, we're just getting smoked. To the left side, Evans. Great throw, great catch. First down. Bringing a blitz. Gambles in. I thought it was going to be Dial. Let's go with Jelani. Oh, they're not actually running it there. And it's going to be a quick throw out to the tight end. Trying to strip it again because we have help. Gains only a yard. I don't care. We're bringing the full-on blitz with Dial. We're out here. We're out here. That could have been a fumble. That was close. All right, back to the D-line. Keon White's really the only guy that has a chance to get pressure this game, to be honest. And to the outside, wide open Godwin, and Dial make the tackle, but still be a first down. It's tough because you don't want to go zone because, you know, the underneaths are going to be really open in zone coverage. But in man coverage, they just body us up because they're so huge. Trying to get there, can't. Oh, that's a great route as Dial gets beat hard. Evans, who is not that fast, is still doing well to the 13 for 13. This is a really good drive, though. We're going to be blitzing with Gamble off the other side. Ooh, almost just brought him offside. Oh, no, Jelani. Good tackle, and wow, he had no help. Gains 5 or 6. 3rd and 4 now from the 7. 2-minute warning. This would be such a massive first down for them. Like, this would be so massive. Bring the blitz. Got a linebacker coming in. Going to go with Keon White once again. Kind of needs help, and wow, that's just... Oh, and he dives in for a good measure. Smoked off the line. That slant was pretty filthy. I believe it was a slant. Don't know who the hell was supposed to cover him. Somebody ran over and just didn't get him. Down 3. We do get the ball at half, though, I believe. So, I mean, even if we don't score here, we're basically technically still leading. Oh, here we go. A lot of room for Thornton down on the sideline to the 36. Halfback wheel. This used to be actually a play that was in the Patriots playbook, speaking of. Change it up a little bit today. It's going to be a tough throw. We're going to try. It's behind him. That's going to be another pick. Is that genuinely a bad read? That time, and it's going to be a pick 6. That time, I do not take credit for that. I genuinely thought he is wide open. We lead to the right. I get we're running. We're throwing on the run. But he's open. Am I crazy? Like, am I genuinely a crazy person? Was it just because of the angle? I really thought that that was like a layup type play. I'm watching this back. So we roll out because we see that there's going to be a free rusher. Smart decision. The post is open, but obviously you're never making that throw. I guess across right to left. Yeah, maybe he's not as open as I thought, but obviously I'm expecting that ball to be thrown near the referee, and it's just, I mean, it comes in flat. Like I said, first pick, I absolutely take credit for. Late read, my fault. That one, I don't know. I don't know about all that now. They're actually on this. Trying to throw it. Ooh, almost a fumble. Trying to throw to Ramondre late. I think that that crosser was dangerous. And if it wasn't, well, I'm second-guessing myself. What do you want from me? They look like they're rushing. Either, whether they are or not, I don't think Faulkner's covered. Yeah, he's kind of covered in Sales. That's pick number 3. Jamal Adams with 2 of them now. What is, like, genuinely going on? That wasn't my fault either. That maybe is a little bit bad of time and inaccuracy, but red timing? That is crazy. 3 interceptions in the first half, and 2 of them aren't really my fault. Trying to get off the block, can't. We do get the hit, but he still bounces off of it and gets 7.5, making it 3rd and inches. I don't want to get distraught and, like, you know, bring in blitzes that aren't going to work and whatnot. Who am I? I'm Gamble. Yeah, okay, that's great. Okay, things have definitely kicked off. Let's just put it that way. Actually, some blocks. Ramondre bouncing, but doesn't really get much on it. 6 yards. Also, one of our worst, like, starting points, like, rushing-wise in a long time, too. Ramondre's open enough, and we can't even get the ball off. He's lost. He looks like he's running around a corn maze. He's genuinely lost on where he's going. I get it's like kind of like a weird whip back left type of route, but like he's got to run through that. That's going to be a good throw. Great catch. Sliding. Timeout. Gonna go with the basic verticals. Polk maybe down the middle. Could be our main look. It's gonna be a tough throw, but once again, the pressure has been mounting. All right, we got the 2 tight ends in. You got that, like, fake out to the running back. It's gonna be a tough one, but it's a good throw. As Bell, I'm not gonna fight that. I think we have to call a timeout here. Is gonna get all the way down to the 8-yard line. Great route, great throw. And yes, for a moment, I was worried that I threw another pick. It was scary. But I was anticipating. I believed it. Yeah, we have a couple of looks. I don't really like them. Drake May is going to gain. I don't even know if he gained anything there to the 10. There's a couple of options, but I didn't like some of the safeties that were already waiting there for some of those plays that could have easily jumped it. I want this throw. Bad. Wide open. Douglas. Huge hit. Great catch. Perfect throw. And it'll get us on the board right before half. Down 10. Their pressure has been crazy. I know they're bringing a lot of blitzes. What a pickup by Stevenson here, though. As it'll give us just enough time to just throw this. And once again, another on the run. Has to be perfect play. We're trying to get a play before half if possible here. With Dial, who gets the tackle for a loss. They might have thought it was nothing. They're like, we'll run the ball out. For us, it's a dev up. What a play by Dial. Star dev. Welcome to the team. He's like, I've been on the team for 2 years now. Relax. Either way, 24-14, not our ideal first half. Really great resilience there, though. Down 24-7 to put up that touchdown, make it a 10-point game with ball at halftime, and the lights are out again in America. The Bills versus the Falcons. We have to play the Bills next game after our bye week, and it's a close one. The Falcons are winning by 3. Penix is playing pretty well. The Bills are playing pretty well, too. They're just losing. Let's take a look at the Eagles versus the Giants. What is that Giants record looking like? It's got to be pretty bad still. 2-7, even with a new QB. The Eagles are taking care of business. 21-7, with Jalen Hurts missing only 2 out of his 14 throws. Obviously, still lacking some weapons there in New York outside of Malik Neighbors. We now have the Dolphins versus the Saints. The Saints are at a measly 2-8. The Dolphins at 6-4, taking care of business. 17-3. Another only 2 missing completions out of 10 attempts game. And here we've got a lot of bad. A couple of sidewinder on the run, underthrows, and just a couple of overthrows. That pick 6 is disgusting. I tried to get out in front of with somebody, and there was just nobody ready to go for him. Do we actually say run the ball? I'm going to say run the ball and then still defend the short game. It's disappointing, don't get me wrong, but we're still in this game, you know. Just some unfortunate things. Really good blocking here. As Thornton, nice spin move, is going to get us past the 40-yard line. I want to run this ball, so I'm going to run this ball. As we're going to try and find room. Good job by Stevenson to create 5. Guard really did not do his job. Inside zone away from all the receivers. And pretty good blocking, actually. Stiff arm works out. That's Ramondre for you. Turning a minimal gain into a big one. Going to go with a counter play. We got 2 leads off the opposite side. And this is going to be a tough one to develop, especially when our initial guy can't get the block. Loss of 3. Got ourselves a wheel over there. Kind of fake out from Douglas. Let's see if Faulkner can do something for us. A wide open. It's going to be a huge play to Baker, who already scored a touchdown. Gets to the 26-yard line. Playbook's got a lot of plays that are really tough to read. We're going to try to double that edge because there could be a lot of room here if we actually get him blocked. Which we don't. Great spin move to at least, create something for 5. Gotta love that play. It still just doesn't block the edge ever. It's just, what a joke. Play action with that cross. It's not really open. We're gonna force it and it's overthrown. All right, we got the tight end with a really cheat route. It even has the name cheat in the play because it's just, this is tough to defend. He's wide open. Wow, that was a close call. He kind of had that ball, kind of away from his body to the 10. It's going to be a tough spot to score from, but still we're in a good spot nonetheless. Coming off that edge with the blitz. They almost always go with blitz when they show blitz, and they do. Going to be a terrible throw to the wide receiver, wide open. Halfback angle screen. This is a crazy blocking setup. And we're going to force him back into the play. Yeah, that play sucks. I think that's the definition of maybe doing a little too much, to be honest with you. Deep in from Polk. We'll have to pay attention to that. We'll have to pay attention to that indeed. Touchdown back of the end zone. Was looking bleak, but we have climbed back. Down 3. Let's move everyone over slightly. Their run game, surprisingly, has not really worked out. Like I said, our D-line is It's injured, so you would think their run game would work pretty well. And it just hasn't. I mean, it's just nowhere to go. But we completed our scenario, so honestly, even though Dials played pretty well, Jones could come back in if we wanted. Oh, there's nobody on Godwin. Gonna slow down a little bit. Yeah, that's why I wanted to slow down. It's gonna be a touchdown. Wanted to slow down a little bit just to make sure that we had a good angle on that tackle, and I think we actually did that perfectly. We were directly on him and still couldn't bring him down. Usually if you over-pursue a little bit, you end up missing. And who was supposed to cover him? Was it actually Gamble? If it is, I mean, he's nowhere to be found. It looks like it's supposed to be Gonzalez, who does initially go for him. You can see here, he's steady, he steps. I don't know if he read this as like a short read. And then he gets stuck on Evans, who nobody is covering. Well, I mean, obviously now Gonzalez is. Maybe it is Gamble. I don't know what's going on here. It's like Gamble's running like a 20-yard hook or something. I really don't know what's going on. 68-yard touchdown after we have a really nice offensive drive. So disappointing. As Harper on the return sets it up. A lot of speed. Look at the cuts, dude. He is so shifty. It's been an impressive turnaround for this offense, but defense kind of needs to do its part soon. We go quick throw over to Baker, who tries to cut it out for the first down. Gets a 9-yarder, though, so it could be even better. All right, we're going for, kind of a jugular play. We're trying to trick them. It's going to be Pat Ricard instead of the actual tight end in on this, though, which is kind of sucky. And we can't even get the ball off. Oh, my God, we're the worst team in the league. I still have no idea why Ricard's in here for this, but whatever. He's a utility guy, so let's see if he can make this play. He's going to have that motion out. We're going to throw it back over to him, and we're not going to have any time to throw because they just see it coming. 3rd and 6 after all of that crap. And we're in some trouble, but May will break out of it. He's got speed. Oh, he actually doesn't have as much speed as I thought. I thought we were going to blaze it all the way down to like the 30. But hey, that's still a great play. It'll be a first down. Keeps the scoring dream alive. Great move by Ramondre to gain 8. Here we go again with the touch pass. We actually get blocks for once. Polk is out there. Not really even that fast, but it's working out. Oh, what a juke move. Giving me Debo vibes, just not as fast. Not by too much of a lesser speed, but looking good with the ball in his hands. Was going to go with an inside zone, but they got a lot of players up here. Could be a Bell play. Oh, my. Bell is open. Just got to hit that throw, which he does. Bell isn't going to get in there, though. To the 3, it's a good play. It sucks it wasn't a touchdown, but it's still a good play. Anytime you can get inside the 5 with a fresh set of downs, it's automatically a win. Faking him out this time. Ramondre is going to get a chance with it, but just... the handoff is weird. It's all slow, and it goes for nothing. Sometimes less is more, you know? And I don't know what they're doing here, but it's probably some sort of trick that's going to work. And it's not. I don't know what that was. Oh, they actually do stop us, though, somehow. Ramondre, I don't know if he got injured, but looking a little less trucky today. To the 4th quarter, down 10, but we're in position to score. I will say, though, if we do get stopped here, you probably do have to kick the field goal. All right, Pat Ricard, that play where we're going to have the double team freaking Vita Vea, which if we're going to do that, we're going to run it right at him. The play with the pass didn't work out. Make up for it here at the goal line, and he does. Really good blocking, though, in fairness. Another touchdown for Pat Ricard on the season, back down by 3. It is weird, though, because on paper, yes, the Buccaneers do have some pretty damn good offensive players, but they don't really feel like a 9-1 team on paper, especially with no run game. Yet here they are, winning by 3. Takeaway game is crazy, I guess. Their defense is doing some things, making it really tough on us. See, we go like a club over with White. Base pressure really hasn't done a whole lot, but we'll say the run defense has been great. Yeah, that's going to be a really low throw. Huge hit stick attempt. Breaks off the tackle. Gains 6, setting up a 3rd and 7. Gamble, of course, got injured, so it's Duggar back in the starting lineup. I get stuck on the D-line. Try to swat, can, and there goes Godwin, as usual. And Duggar needs to get there. Wow, that's terrible by us. Thank God Jelani Tavai's down there to the 18. This guy is unbelievable after the catch. Down to the 18-yard line. Crosser, I believe. And it was sort of a crosser. Unfortunate injury as well to Gamble. Can't bring him back in because the season is still, I wouldn't say young, but, we're headed to the playoffs more than likely. And, good try. And once again, after the tackle attempt, and we can't bring him down. 3 broken tackles. Points allowed. We're the rank 1 team. We've allowed 31 today. Of course, the offense with a lot of reasons for that. Not saying it's over if we give up a touchdown because we've been very quick with scoring, but it definitely would not be as easy as we're not going to get off the block and knew he was going to go inside, try to get there, couldn't help. To the 6 on a first down. And of course, who is on who? We got freaking Dial going against Godwin. And I left the running back open. Get over there. Good D. It's the reason why I left it. I felt like we could get over there if we had to, and I think that Dial needed help with Godwin. Maybe not our best decision, but it worked out. I really feel like run commit's the smart thing to do here, but I can't. I gotta play defense. And Baker Mayfield's going to go on the run. He's got nowhere to go, and he's going to get sacked. We're going to hold them to a field goal. Are they going to go for this? Oh, it's 3rd and goal. I thought that was 3rd down. Oh, no. This is going to look stupid on us. And back of the end zone, wide open, catches it. You could say that's our job, but carrying him up the field as a linebacker, that's tough. The safety needs to jump that, I think. Godwin has been player of the week, player of the year, player of the whatever, player of the millennium. Just what a game. I mean, he's just been unguardable. I will say, if I carry him upfield, the running back's wide open. There's no way. I mean, Gamble maybe gets to him, but there's no way that's not at least to the 1. I mean, look at this. What do you want? Here we go. 4 minutes left. We have not been perfect on offense, but we've done a pretty good job to bounce back. And we're going to try to cut back this time. Not going to get the speed cut. All right, verticals. Maybe going to run. Yeah, we'll run. We got room. Gets out of bounds. Gains 8. Try to keep them honest with this this scramble game, if you will. Quick out. I mean, the clock's a problem, but getting out of bounds, you know, stops the clock, obviously. It's going to be a tough throw, and that's going to be picked. That's insane. Don't get me wrong, he's not open, right? It is a little bit of a force, but every single ball close to the defender has been picked off today. Every single one of them. I thought maybe if we lead this out in front. Don't get me wrong, the guy is pretty draped. The ball is behind him, though. And that, I mean, every single one, they've seen it, they've picked it off every time. That is actually genuinely unbelievable. And they're going 5 wide, already up 10. They deserve to throw a pick. And, of course, it's just thrown to Godwin, who catches it again for 224 today. That is genuinely unbelievable. And it's still not over. That's why, you know, we were trying to come with the blitz there, trying to make them make a mistake, because it's still, you know, anyone's game. Who am I covering? Tight end. What a play by McKenzie. Oh, my God. Floats that to the end zone. An 86 speed. Evans is closing the game out. The blitz has kind of worked, so I'm going to go with it. I can't believe how bad we've been on offense, though. Who's covering who? What are we doing? Why is the safety not over there? Oh, good D. Good D. Good job, Gamble. Like I said, the game's still open. Squeeze block, because he's never going to let us have a return on this anyways. You never know. Maybe the special teams wants to come alive for once. And I thought we actually had a chance at that. It's a pretty good punt inside the 12. 4 interceptions. Just as I thought we were cleaning all that up, we have a game like this. Wide open, Douglas. Every single time we throw to Douglas, it's a pick, so glad to see it change up a little bit. Going to go verticals. And damn, this time we actually have somebody that's fast enough to cover Drake May's scramble. Drake May is so fun to scramble with, and it's unfortunate that somebody was fast enough to take him on. Harper? Oh my God, I didn't even see that guy. Oof, panicked that throw a little bit, saw him coming. Don't hate the sale. Imagine Harper came in and became a hero. Look at all the tiredness, though. We got all the backups coming in. Virgil, and I don't know what's going on. Is that me? I don't feel like that accuracy is my fault. Like, that looks like it's on target, no? Like, is this a game where the sliders are actually playing a factor for once? Is that what this is? Quick throw to Faulkner. Catch it. Holds on, nice. Keeps the game alive. Basically just choosing whatever quick play we got because we want to... Oh, there is nobody open, but Drake May's got a chance to run. Scramble, doesn't really have much time. Gets out of bounds, though, which will keep it behind the 2-minute warning here. Play action really hasn't been super great for us. I'm going to keep Ricard in the backfield, I think. Get that block. I don't know why. I sailed it again. That was 100% on me. Seen him there, and I purposely held on. I will say, though, this playbook is kind of wild. It's kind of wild. And you got to take that, right? And that's a perfect throw. Douglas drops it, of course. 4th and 10 from the 43. Flood crossers. Obviously, Polk is a primary route here. We got so much going on in the backfield here, though. It's unbelievable. And we're not going to get time to throw. We can't get it there. Needed to get forward, otherwise the ball's a back foot off, balance throw. They brought the heat, it works out, and we are going to be turning the ball over on downs. Douglas dropping the ball was not very timely. Unbelievable fact that the game is still not over is also a painful one. Not going to run commit here. They got a lot of receivers out here. The chances of them going for a throw is pretty high. And even though they don't, it's still good defense. 4th and 12 from the 44-yard line. Back to the squeeze block. We have a chance to try and score on a one play. Got to take it, I think. And it's not going to happen. Not as good of a punt either. I really don't want to see these numbers for Drake May after this one, I'll be honest with you. There's going to be some disgusting stuff. And, of course, we're not even going to get out of bounds. Lovely. Only threw that 5-yard because I thought we were going to get out. I was going to try to keep him honest, dink and dime him all the way down the field for an onside kick attempt. I needed all. Wow, that's pretty good defense. What a catch by Polk, though. Of course, at least that's a great throw. And they're going to be on this. That's a pretty good throw. And Douglas will catch it. I mean, in fairness, why is the clock going? Did we get injured? We got injured. Okay, I was about to say, the clock just, dipped. Douglas injured on the play. Harper is going to come in. Field goal is doable, too, so Harper, that's a tough one. And he drops it. I don't hate it, but at the same time, I don't know if you have time to, get into the end zone, even if you get the onside kick, so I'm kind of on the team of, just get the touchdown now if we can. Wide open Faulkner. Goes out of bounds to the 7. One way or another, you need the touchdown, so if we have a chance here, I'm going to have to go for it. Virgil is in. I will say that injury was actually pretty good timing because I think it would have cost us more than 10 seconds to get, back to the line. So fair enough, even if it wasn't intentional. Good job. Harper's very fast. Not a great route running, but maybe pure speed gets him open. And Drake May, risky as can be, will scramble for the touchdown to potentially give us this onside kick chance. I mean, it's a hell of an effort. But, man, these turnovers. All right, here we go. Onside kick attempt for all the marbles. And he just catches it like it's nothing. That's the fullback, mind you. A low overall fullback as well. And we are, unfortunately, going to drop this game 35-38. So many different attempts in the game. Some really good climbing back type plays. And, once again, just too many turnovers. Way too many turnovers. If they hike it, I will dive. Okay. Whew, that's unfortunate. Losing by 3 against a really good team, but at the same time, Tampa let us stay in that game way too much. I mean, we climbed back so many different times, even with all those turnovers, and still, only lost by 3. They absolutely had chances to put us away, and they didn't. But unfortunately, it was one too many turnovers. I really don't want to see this. Better completion percentage than I thought, though. 57%, when we've seen a 22-38. Obviously, Baker was way better, and we did throw 4 picks in a game. Running game was also dead. I knew it was going to be a problem. I knew it. They really did not want us to run the ball, and their coverage was somehow still really good, even though they were adding all those extra players to the D-line. Godwin went absolutely off. You had some other players that had a couple of good plays, but yeah, without Godwin, they don't win that game, simply put. Defensively, sack for Keon White, Joe Tryon, and Ojulari. Picks for Jamal Adams, Bryce Hall, Daniel McCullough, and then, of course, Marcellus Dial. And then the kicking, very clean. I suppose the positive is that we did get a dev up. We have a couple of upgrades. We'll get into those in a second, as obviously we're going to have some probably for Dial, I would imagine. At least no injuries lingered. We now drop on to 8-3. Coach's office, we don't really need to see what the words are. We know that he's going to dev up to Star. Star dev, 4,500 XP. Another 1,000 as well for the scheme fit, which actually gives him 2 upgrade points. Man-to-man has definitely seemed like some of the best upgrades, so that's what we're going to be doing here. Man-to-man gives him 3 to man coverage, 1 to press, which is great. It goes all the way up to 74 overall now. Another man-to-man giving him 2 to man coverage, 1 to zone. 80 man coverage. With star development trade, he's actually looking pretty good. This cornerback squad looks solid. Really don't need to worry about that too much. Demario Douglas, who had a couple of big-time drops in that game and also an injury, jumps to an 85 overall from 83. getting a lot of +2s. +2 to catch, +2 to catch in traffic, +2 to release, +2 to short route, then a bunch of other route running stuff as well. Looking really good. Then we move on now to Drake May, the man that we can't stop throwing picks with. It's really unfortunate. I think he's up to 19 now after that, if I'm not mistaken. Just disgusting. 1 to mid, 1 to deep, 2 to under pressure, 1 to throw in the run. I mean, his ratings are really good, yet some of those throws, I really didn't even feel like they were our fault. Of course, our accuracy sliders are a little lower than normal, because otherwise I feel like you keep them on base and everyone hits every single throw, but still, that was by far our worst game, and look at that upgrade for Godshaw. That's not bad. But of course, still a massive week, because not only did we get to start Ev, but 2 of our defensive linemen are coming back next week, which is unfortunate because it's a bye week, so it's a little irrelevant, but I suppose it's better that they come back than not at all. We're also going to be probably pulling Blackwell off and putting Uche back in. Edge is such a huge position to get dev-ups for and develop in general, as there's something you can't really control, and you really need good edge rushers, so that's probably what we're going to do. I think this is how we're going to keep it for now. And speaking of, Uche has an upgrade point. Speed rusher has been very kind to us across the board on the D-line. 4 to power move, kind of the wrong thing, but that's not bad. 81 power move now after that. Dual style. Plus, he did get that finesse upgrade anyways. It's still pretty good. Let's go on to the Buffalo Bills, see if we got any breakouts or anything like that going on, and see what the Buffalo Bills record is. 4-7. If they lose this game, they're probably out of the playoffs. They're almost dead last in the conference. I mean, if they lose this game, they're, I would say, just about guaranteed out. And of course, with that loss, we actually dropped down to the 3 seed, ironically enough. 2 of the AFC teams that beat us are ahead of us, which is really unfortunate. Just trying to keep hold of this division, if anything, as the Dolphins are only a game back. And, the seeding ahead of us is potentially out of reach, as the Baltimore Ravens are now 10-2. And, of course, they have that win tiebreaker against us, so basically 2.5 games ahead. After this, though, the Dolphins and the Saints, not as difficult, but the task at hand right now is the Buffalo Bills. We also have a focus player situation going on here. We don't actually know, I guess linebacker's kind of a position of need for ours. Edge, I mean, it could. So I suppose let's look at edge first, because it could be a position. These guys are all like edge rushers, no? It's kind of crazy. Usually you don't see edge that late. But I think it's fine by me. I think edge could be a potential position replacement like Ojulari or even Uche because of all the injuries. And with that, we're going to scout some of those edge rushers. Injuries finally healthy. So it's just Roberson who's out with 2 broken ribs. Well, he's out for 2 weeks. That's not how many ribs he's got broken. I also put him on IR. So I don't know what's going to happen. He should, when he's back and healthy, he should be able to return, because it was IR usually was that 4 weeks you can pull them off. It would be 4 weeks at that point. But let's take a look at our opponent, the Bills, see if they have any injuries. They do. Rapp with a partial MCL tear, and then Anthony Walker with a dislocated hip for 3 weeks. Of course, we get the gist of the Bills roster. We play them twice a season after all, but just in case some ratings have changed, some devs have changed, maybe they made a trade, who knows. We'll take a look at them. Obviously, some morale drops, but a lot of speed, a lot of athleticism at the the quarterback, running back position. A little less at wide receiver. You have Coleman, who is really slow, but it never seems to stop him against us. Curtis Samuel usually puts a good couple of plays in on us, and then Shakir, who's not bad. Darius Davis, super speedy at number 4. Tight end 1 is Dalton Kincaid, who's obviously pretty athletic. And then, of course, Dawson Knox is the number 2, very athletic. Dawkins, pretty good left tackle. Left guard's all right. Center's pretty good. Right guard's iffy. Right tackle is iffy, but he's a rookie. Left end, really good in Greg Rousseau. Right end is Jimenez. Looking at DT, Ed Oliver, and Joey Roberts. Guy we could have drafted. Looks great, got to admit. Left outside linebacker Chris Donald is decently athletic. Middle linebacker Vereen is very athletic. And then right outside linebacker Milano is still looking really good. Corner 1 is Taron Johnson, and he is pretty damn fast. Corner 2, though, Rasul Douglas. Not sure what we're doing here. Start someone younger. You got a couple of guys here that are a lot faster. Why aren't you starting them? Free safety, Kayvon Wallace, definitely not the best safety in the league. And then Bishop, not a bad strong safety, even though last time we played him, we absolutely smoked him. Special teamers are great. And that's really what you're looking at. I would say going into the weekly strategy, what you would want to do is probably stop the run, even though it says their pass game's better. I think with that, we're going to do best of both worlds. Stop the short pass, which means we're going to be closer to the line of scrimmage to potentially also stop the run. And then their defense looks terrible, which is maybe why they're 4-7. We're going to run the ball inside on them. And these are our fellas. The only upgrade point we actually have is for Mr. Demario Harper, who came in. Didn't really see much actual action, though, even though he was on the field. He gets a nice, really nice upgrade with Playmaker here. 3 to release, 3 to catch in traffic, 1 to catch. Deep route 1, juke move, medium route +2, carrying's up there. Obviously still a guy that struggles with route running and catching, but, you know, maybe a guy that down the line could be a starter for us, who knows? And Faulkner dropping a ball already in practice. Come on, man. It's a little pregame. You got to do better than that. 737 yards. Really good season for the rookie, who didn't even once again start right out the gate. Looking like he's going to have over 1,000 on the year. Who knows? But looking promising. Obviously, a lot of interceptions. Could have 1,000 of those on the year as well by the end of it. The Bills, 4-7. I don't buy the anti-hype, if you will. I still believe they're a really good team. We barely beat them earlier in the year. I think it was like a 6-point game we barely won by. And I think it was a game where they were actually leading and we maybe made the comeback late. I can't really remember, but either way, you know, not a team to take lightly no matter what the record says. I mean, unless you for sure have those injuries, like Josh Allen out and whatnot, I wouldn't trust it. I don't trust it at all. Of course, with them being really desperate as well, it could be even tougher to beat them. Because obviously if they're 4-7, they're looking at the prospect of going 4-8. I mean, that's almost the season over, guaranteed, right? Like 9-8 in the AFC might not be good enough to make the playoffs. So every loss matters, and if they have one more of them, it might be GG. So could see an even more desperate, scary, dangerous Buffalo Bills team that isn't having the worst passing attack on the year. 2,800 yards, 25 touchdowns, 11 picks. I mean, on par where we are. Maybe we're a little bit higher in yards and touchdowns, but we're also higher in picks. We're going to be starting out with Jones, ironically enough. Dial got to start Dev, but Jones is still the better option. I can't switch off in time, and we are in trouble if they actually were to run straight on. Only a gain of a yard. But yes, how nice it is to have Uche and freaking Barmore back in the starting lineup. This is great. As we're going to step in. Josh Allen's going to roll out. I mean, we're not going to see it. Spins forward for a gain of 6. 3rd and 3 now to get that first down. Dial with the blitz. Coming across here, we obviously have that purple we're going to get over to. Just want to make sure that it's not an inside zone, which is not. We're out there. The running back's open, but so is that Keon Coleman. The guy clutches up left and right. And speaking of left and right injuries, left guard Edwards is injured for the Bills. It looks like he'll probably come back, but it might be a little bit from now. Stretching him out, see if he can get back out there. For now, though, he will, of course, be sitting. As you can see, a replacement has come in for him. A lot of, like, pre-snap motions. And this time, they're actually going to gain a bit more than a yard on the touch pass. They look really run-heavy, though, today. I don't know why. Barmore comes back in, and now they think it's time to run. If you've not seen the previous weeks, they've done well without him. Imagine when he's back in there, and wow, nice throw to Dalton, who is going to get the ball all the way down to the 12-yard line. There's a lot of traffic in there, a chance at a pick, but everyone was covering their own guy. Didn't really get a chance to look up, and the throw power of Josh Allen fit that one right in there for a massive gainer. You see literally everyone's clearing out. Peppers beat by his guys so much that he can't really look up either. Bring Peppers down, speaking of. Move Campbell over. Not really disguising it too well. At the same time, our guys have been really bad with that kind of stuff. As Pepper is going to get out there. It's a gain of 8, though, to the 4-yard line. They have a great opportunity to get this first down to make it even easier to try and get into the end zone. It's really not a good situation to be in defensively. We have, you know, this cross pattern type of thing. The tight end, we're a little late. What a catch by Keon Coleman. It's going to be 2 the 2, like we talked about, first down. Step everyone up. And we're going to, it was 50-50. A lot of the times it isn't out, but whenever it is, it's even harder to defend. He kind of pushed us out of the way, though, I got to be honest. He initiated the contact, pushed us backwards a yard, and with that, gets the touchdown. But yeah, I mean, giving up points again on the opening drive, not as bad. Well, last week was not as bad as this week. As Harper, I mean, he does an okay job, kind of blocks him to the 29. Last week was 3. This week, 7. They're going to show, no, they are going to show Drake May. I thought they were going to show Faulkner because there's not a lot of positivity with Drake May lately. He's still slinging, though. It's just picks have, once again, continued to climb. We're like a slightly more turnover-conscious Jameis Winston, which I don't know if that's good or not. As Ramondre is going to get up. Oh, I didn't see the corner there. He's going to get a much better start than last week. Obviously, his worst game, maybe of the series, last episode. Maybe, definitely of the season, but maybe the series. And we got to get back to this ground game. Obviously, this is a staple of our team. We're going to try to bounce back, and Stevenson fights hard to get about 3 for the first down. Looking for Polk wide open over the middle, potentially with this deeper kind of look. And we're going to get in trouble, and we got to throw this away. Not going to throw it away. Loss of 12. I got to be honest with you, that first play, this is so stupid on 2nd and 22. Yeah, we got audible this. I got to be honest, I thought we were sacked, and when we weren't, I kind of panicked a little bit. We'll take Faulkner. Obviously, they want us to take that. 10 yards is a lot of yards, though, in fairness. Also, we did try a running back screen last game. It just wasn't a good one. It was a weird one. Base running back screen, though. Let's see if we can do something with this. And, of course, no real help. Ramondre will make it interesting on 4th and 5, but yeah, this will be a punt, which we don't do a lot of. Punt looks decent enough. Kicked it almost full power. And we do a really good job with Jones there to the 25-yard line, though. Didn't really get as much hang time as we were hoping for. Bring the blitz with Jelani out there late. Ooh, what a hit. Knocked it out of Samuel. No catch for you. Let's say a little late on that tight end, man. The quickness, the suddenness of the tight ends always just throw me off. Kind of napping, and then they just make that quick move. I can't get out there. We were supposed to be over there, too. Nice spin move. Good team tackle. To the 44-yard line, though, goes James Cook. I'm going to need somebody to make a play. Somebody's going to have to make a play. Jones maybe is that guy. Is he that guy? Covering the running back. We're a little late on. Oh, wow. McKenzie's nowhere to be found. Keon Coleman, who's not even that fast. Sure as hell looked it there. Burns to the 38-yard line. We look terrible. No matter what we run. Oh, my God. Don't run that. That's Jelani Tavai against Curtis Samuel. Half the damn corners on this team can't cover him. Oh, we might have sold him. Oh, nice hit. I thought we were going to get a pick with Harris there. There was a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. There was. Were we on Jones? I don't know what we're doing. McKenzie. We're all over the place. We're going to use our blitz. We're getting in there. Oh, the pressure, but Keon Coleman does it again. I don't know what you want from me. This should be the perfect matchup. McKenzie is a faster Keon Coleman. And yet we can't cover him. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, we were there. And once again, Curtis Samuel getting hit again hard. Drops it. And Christian Gonzalez is in the zone for it. Backup running back in. Motion from the tight end. We're switching. We're going back. They threw me off. Trying to get deep. They're not going to get much. Actually lose 3 for the 27-yard line. Start of the second quarter. Maybe looking okay unless they hike this quickly and get the first down. Maybe looking okay to get the stop here. Drop back last second. And that will be the end of the quarter. Not really a good first quarter for us, I'll tell you that much. Fortunately, a sack loss of 12 really set us back there and was too much to overcome. A little bit of man coverage. I mean, it's Gonzalez in the zone. He should be able to easily cover him. And he gets completely burned. Turn around. Oh, my God. In the zone, huh? And touchdown Curtis Samuel. All those drops, and then he just goes Super Saiyan again. Excuse me. He just gets completely burned off the line, and then he decides not even to go route, which he should have probably continued. Like, what are we doing? It's man coverage across the board. Everyone does a pretty good job pressing. Curtis Samuel just completely destroys, and in the zone, Gonzalez, mind you, by just running past him. And that even tricks him even harder by stopping on a dime, gets burned, misses the tackle, and then even worse than all of it is this. What is this? No momentum, huh? Genuinely no, force at all. That was a negative force. If he was at one of those punching machines, it would be like a 7,000. Oh, we're going nowhere. We're losing yards to the 21-yard line. Inside handoff, we're down 14. And, if we could have got in there clean, we might have been able to bounce that all the way around that wide receiver. Still gains 8. Ooh, I love this. Haven't seen the boot slide in a while. This is nice. Although they're kind of on it. There we go. Douglas will turn it into a big gainer. Good blocking. Not a lot of separation. We got it last second. Showed some patience for once. Got to be proud of us. Stevenson setting up the blocks nicely. Slips off a tackle. Really looking like Steven Jackson after that tackle break to the 46-yard line. Maybe catch him napping here with 5 wide. It's going to be a tough one. Polk holds on. Great throw, great catch. To the 32, first down, and an injury. Why? Why is it always one of the tackles? This drag route, this is really good crosser, but obviously if they play that safety back, which they kind of are, that's an impossible throw with nobody blocking off that edge, unfortunately. That would have been a big play if he would have caught it, but can't get the ball to him. Shoulder strain, he'll be fine. He's just out for some of this game. Kind of got level outs. Faulkner, open, catches it for 6. You're calling me crazy, but I like this. There you go. I mean, they're just too far off. Ramondre, they're going to say he's short, and another injury to the other tackle. What is with these trenches, man? Is that a torn ACL? Am I overthinking it by doing a pitch? I think I am. Let's not do a pitch. I don't like pitch plays. They got the safeties coming. I don't care. We got the fullback lead. And Ramondre makes that look easy. I don't know how that wasn't a first down to begin with, but so what? It works out. Bubble. Moving over to the other side. I don't know if I feel good about it, but we'll look. Yeah, not really. Don't know who the hell Ricard's blocking there, but we also got a flag on top of it. Holding. We're going back 10. New right tackle already holding. PCL sprain. It could have been worse. They're like, backup is Wallace. It's like, are you sure about that? He's already playing backup for Onwenu. Wide open, though, Polk, and I can't believe that. What a play, though. Doesn't really lead to much. We get a lot of that, holding back. Still can't believe he jumped that while covering the tight end. Seems kind of wild to me. Looking for another quick throw. And we set that on up perfectly, and Polk will score the touchdown. Finally on the board. Really good blocking, even with both tackles out. Really good stuff for the first touchdown of the game for us. And, of course, glad to get Jalen Polk back involved. It seems like he's been a little bit of a disappearing act lately. In the zone is Gonzalez still, but it doesn't really seem to matter. He got completely torched while in the zone last time. Really good route by, or not route, but pass rush move by Uche, but the ball got out quickly for 9. Let's see if Barmore wants to make a play. We're kind of off on this run attempt. Oop. Swim move. Oh, wow. We got torched with Mapu. Got out in front of him just in case he got a weird angle, and to the 42-yard line goes the Bills. On top of them already being up 14-7, a really bad situation is the fact that they could, clock us here as well. What a play by us. Barmore still can't bring him down, and then Bentley is just out watching the stands for some reason. I don't know what we're looking at there. I kind of want to bring everyone. I'm bringing everyone here. Mapu we're going to be dropping back with. Oh, Lord. Brought everyone on the wrong damn side. I mean, we close it out as much as we could. Gamble with the tackle, but it's another first down. I mean, I don't know what you want from me. The blitz was wrong, sure. But at the same time, we got to get out there. We had bodies. We really didn't, but we had some guys that could have come up sooner than they did, and they didn't. Switched me the wrong guy. Tackled by Gonzalez, 9 yards. I mean, I'm bringing linebackers. The problem is they're bringing a lot of receivers. They're getting mismatches. And Gonzalez isn't trustworthy. Please, what a hit with Campbell. Covering that running back wheel, realized we had to cover it because he didn't go full wheel, and then absolutely smoked him. And of course, ironically, we save a touchdown with this hit, and the guy that hits us is our own player. Barely knocking the ball out. Imagine he would have got there a little earlier. He would have killed us. Or maybe he's just so happy that he saved the touchdown, he just had to hug him. He's like, thank you. 3rd and 1, little motion from the tight end. They've been doing this a lot, and they're going to go out to it. Mapu, perfect play. We'll call a timeout. Don't say our user ain't good. We saved that touchdown drive. That would have been 21-7 multiple different times if we run out here. As that will be up and good, a 10-point lead. But we will have a chance before half to take some points back. I want it to be Harper. Thornton is a safer return man, though, because we just run. We know he's not that elusive, so we just run. We don't do anything crazy. We just go straight. Trey Faulkner, I thought we were looking at Stevenson. 8 touchdowns, 753 yards, having a, Laporta-type season, which is not bad at all. It's a good type of season to have. Got Stevenson going on deep posts. I mean, I like his ability. Oh, we just had him, too. Good rush. I like his ability to run routes, but not that much, I don't think. Got to be careful with this, too. You don't want to give them another chance, but at the same time, I like some of these big looks. We just got to get the time to throw, which we haven't really seen. Stevenson. Whole full head of steam. Yeah, there's no chance. There is no chance you're stopping him there. Sorry, buddy. I will say I do respect the effort, but yeah, that's a tough free rush. Oh, they're going to call grounding. I thought we got out of the pocket. I was going to roll out right, and I was like, you know what? He got in there so quick. I'm just going to get rid of this thing. Let's just make sure we don't do something stupid, and yet still did something stupid, lost 16. And as much as I hate to say it, I think that's a drive killer. I think we need to run this ball. But then again, our run game's pretty good, so you never know. Some pretty good blocks, except for the freaking wide receiver. What a run, though. They're not going to call a timeout because the run was decent enough. I think that's why. Whether it is or not, whatever the case, I'm just glad they're not calling a timeout. 3rd and 18. Could go for the shot, but I want to get this clock down as much as possible because they will call a timeout if they get the stop here. I think this is the smarter call. Get ball at half, down 10. We can easily climb back. Although we get some pretty good blocks, and not going to be enough. Don't go to bounds. Come on, Stevie. Freaking might as well call him Stevie since he couldn't see the out-of-bounds line. Accuracy doesn't matter on the power, or overshooting the power doesn't really matter because we had the accuracy, I suppose. Dial, what a special play there to the 17-yard line. Should be enough to keep this game 17-7 at half. At least one would hope. One would hope. Keep our guys centralized. The run game hasn't been terrible for them, though, so they could easily run it and create something with that alone. Running backs open, they go outside, they gain 10. Don't know why we're hitting them late there. That could have been 15. The fact that they're still going for this is scary. I don't like this. They are a quick score team. They're going to run the ball there, which is a really good decision, apparently, as they gain 9. They're not going to call a timeout. I mean, we'll be thankful for that. Yeah, that's an interesting decision. 37-yard line with 3 timeouts. I think you'd call a timeout there. But I'm glad they didn't. It'll be a 10-point game at halftime, which we can climb back into. The Jets versus the Steelers. See how the Jets are playing. I think they're pretty bad, too. 5-7. It's really just us and the Dolphins. Every other team is just awful in this freaking division. I did not think the Bills would be bad, though. But, yeah, here they are. Stephon Diggs was a bigger part of their team than they thought. Chiefs versus the Chargers. I believe the Chiefs were winning this one. They are not anymore, though. 14-10. 6-5. Kansas City is at risk of dropping to 500. There's been no injury to Mahomes this season. Last season they had an excuse, sort of, but this one, not really, and the Jaguars continue to win. Looks like really no matter what we do, it seems like they're going to just have that number 2 seed, maybe even number 1 by the end of it. But obviously we really need to continue to try and win. Get that somewhat home field advantage if we were to win the division, but obviously the Dolphins are giving us a tough time as well. And so far, it really has been all Bills. We've climbed back a little bit, and they've definitely left some points on the board, but still it is a 10-point lead for a reason, and we got to make the plays like those. We just cannot give that up. Run inside, I think we can get back to the ground. We still have plenty of time, and then short pass I think is still the way to go with this group of receivers they have. All right, here we go. Thornton on the return. Harper lead block. And Thornton not going to fight that. Gets to the 27-yard line. ISO right up the middle. Going to have to bounce that is. Pat Ricard got lost. Ricard basically just ran right into the center and just didn't block anyone. Inside zone again. Let's see if we can create a little bit more, make this 3rd down manageable. As Ramondre is not going to get much blocks. He's going to fight like he always does, but gains nothing. I got to say, the run defense has been really good these last 2 weeks. And we're going to go right to a wide open Polk, who's been great today. What a cut move. Is going to create a lot more to the 45-yard line. What a game so far for Polk. Hand placement. Watch out, Bills. Kayvon Wallace was getting a grab. He did not care. He did not care the play was over. Crosser look. And we're going to go to Douglas late, and the throw is a little out there, but also the guy's short. Say what you will about the throw, but the man is short. That ball was not that far out there, but he had to go flying for it because he's freaking tiny. As we're going to run the ball, and we got to try to cut it back because our offensive line gets pushed really hard. It's going to be a 3-yard gain. I mean, even when the looks look promising, they're still just not getting the push. That's a tough throw, and he hits it. Douglas, great catch. Going to go down, I guess not, to the 35-yard line. 25-yard line, excuse me. On the run, Drake May was so open, I was like, you know what? Even though this is on a bad platform, he's so open that it should be still a good play. As Ramondre shows off the speed. Blocks pretty damn good that time, except for the free rusher that we outran for 12. Got the corner for Faulkner. Jump ball look for Polk, which could be interesting. We're going to go high point. That's a really good defensive play. Rasul Douglas, even though he's slow, was able to keep up on that one. Tried a high point corner fade, and it was actually inside, so kind of playing DB was our guy. As Ramondre gains 3. Another, 2nd and 10 that goes for 3 only. Are we just that predictable on that down? What about this? How is it predictable on this down? As we do pick up quite a bit. It's a 4th and 2. Did kind of catch him off guard. Do you go for this? I do like the slants look. Do you not take the field goal, though? I don't care. Polk drops it. No shots. We have the mismatch. He wins the route. Sure, the ball's a little bit out there, but Polk is coming out of his break insanely slow and late. And he drops what would have been a touchdown, and it's turnover on downs. That is truly painful. Some of the catches Polk has caught, especially even this game, that were way tougher. But yeah, you can see what I'm talking about here with, Polk, obviously in inside press leverage. He gets this, but then he's not accelerating that hard. But, I mean, this needs to be caught. That's in his hands, dude. It's literally in his hands, and he drops it. All right, safety squad. Got to force a safety. Make this a one-possession game. Try to get there with Peppers. Can't. Good defense, though. Gain of nothing. I genuinely can't believe of all the people that drop that, it's Polk, the guy who has, like, the best hands on the entire team. Oh, good job, Bentley. All the way back to the 1. We might actually get this safety. And they're going to put up a lot of tight ends. They're willing to just, punt this away if they have to. I think we move them over, play this, potential edge. And it is going to be a safety. 17-9 now, and it'll be our ball. The defense does a great job blowing the play up. And just like that, oh, I wish it was freaking Harper. It will be Harper. Oh, God, the ball bounces to the 20, of course. Just like that, it'll be an 8-point game. Damn, Polk's season stats do suck, though. He did have a down year like we kind of said he did. Damn, Polk is not having a year. Oof. Stretch. I don't really even like this. Run it anyways. Good truck. Gains a yard. Wheel post drag. This play is not bad. It sets up the tight ends pretty nicely. There goes Bell. Who actually catches the ball in stride pretty well. Normally he's just always reaching back and his acceleration sucks, but no, that was a good play. First down. Drake May over 3,000 yards on the season now. Same amount of picks that he has thrown as well. Going 5 wide. Got Polk on the slant. Will he catch it? Who knows? It's a good throw. Holds on this time. Cuts it back outside to the 43-yard line. Like I said, don't get me wrong. It was a bad throw, but there was pressure in the face of the QB. It needs to be caught. And there goes Faulkner. You talk about how, like, oh, the receiver is expecting a better ball. It's like, well, the quarterback's expecting better blocks. And the offensive line's expecting better protection, help. Everyone, it trickles down and bad things happen. Faulkner wide open. Wish he would have understood the assignment a little bit. Try to throw him forward. Works out enough to the 6, though. Safety, a little blessing in disguise. Not really even much of a disguise, to be fair. Stretch play looking pretty good. Ricard misses him. And Ramondre does everything he can, but still loses a yard to start the 4th quarter. God damn it, Ricard. What a move by Polk, though. That was one of my favorite plays of the game, and it was only for like 15-20. But yeah, can't lie. I loved that play so much. In the zone is Milano. This, I hate throwing in here. I always throw a pick. That's a tough one. It's behind him. Oof, thank God he didn't go for the pick. I would have loved to see the wide receiver run that like a comeback, though. We're going to step up. Drake May, does he have the speed? He does! What a run! Huge play. Going for 2 now. I'm looking for stick, because stick is my favorite. I like stick with the flat throw, though, which I don't really see. I see heavy stick, which I don't really even like. I'm actually going to run the ball and run this off. I like this look. 1-1. And he wins it. Touchdown or 2-point. 17 all, but the Bills will have the ball. What a turn of events. That drop touchdown felt like a GG. Instead, the defense comes up clutch massively. Duggar trying to make a play. We miss hard. Still only going to get to the 31. Full quarter, though, and it's all tied up. Let's get some pressure. I think Uche's pretty good on his own. We'll go Barmore. Double team. Oh, wow, there's nobody on him. Kill him. Damn, finish the hit, though. It says early, but I don't even know if I agree with that. I felt like it was perfect time. Gamble over. Got a blitz coming. We'll use her with Jones. Ooh, caught me off guard a little bit. Really wasting this clock. And there will be a run. You get there with Jones. Still gain a 5, though. Already in field goal range. Not easy field goal range, but, if it was to try and win the game. Oh, God, we're not ready. Cover 2. Ugh. Cover 2, huh? And we're on that, but we're not on the inside. Huge play to 33. Trying to strip the ball because defense has been good, but not great. Forcing a fumble could be the game. Move the linebacker over. Go back to Barmore. And that'll be a false start. Big play. That's coming back. Or a big play for them, 5 yards apparently. I didn't see where our guy encroached him, but apparently it happened, so stop arguing. Let's go with Uche since he struggled on his own. Is that McKenzie not covering his guy? I'm literally stuck. I'm wiggling. Oh, dropped, similar to the way Polk dropped it. Looked down at the old controller. I was like, what happened? I can't control my guy. Let's get a press of Gamble if we can. Ooh, a little bit of PI. And we're not on that. Josh Allen will be sacked for a loss of 2 by Josh Uche. Bringing the blitz off the edge. Get Peppers up a little bit. And user Jelani. On it for a screen. Feeling screen. It's not going to be. Oh, running back's wide open, but so is this guy. And we're just not going to come up. And he's going to break all the tackles. Keon Coleman down to the 15. We should have been able to blow him up for a loss. Not a loss, but to be short of the first down. Instead, it is from the 15-yard line, 1st and 10. It's been a pretty long drive on top of it. Outside, that could be a touchdown. Peppers on it to the 5 for another first down, though. Ooh, we're ready for the run. I'm going to have to pull off Mapu. Ready for the run. Oh, it is a run, though. Josh Allen gets popped, but all the way to the 2. Can't quite run commit, but obviously you got to bring a lot of bodies in here because the run is still on, even with all those receivers out there. And Gamble, oh, we missed it by an inch. Oh! I almost gave up on the play because I thought he was in. And we were actually the ones that caught him in the end. What an effort by the D-line. Back to the 4. Bring the blitz again. I hate this fake. If we didn't move over Peppers, there's no way he gets to the tight end in time. And he still doesn't get to the tight end in time. And we try to get there with Bentley couldn't. And it will be a touchdown for the Bills. 3 minutes left. We've never been shy of a quick score, so we'll see what we can do. Harper not on the return. It's going to be Thornton. Okay, see you later. See you later, Harper. Thornton creates it all on his own. Had to break basically 3 people. Drake May, not a great game, but for the most part, sort of protecting the ball. Lacking of scoring is definitely a problem, though. Polk might even treat this as a streak if they don't cover him, which they are. And, of course, swat at the line. Wouldn't have been a massive play by him, but 4 or 5 to Douglas, though. Bills' defense is looking pretty damn good. Got to be honest. It's going to be a tough one for the tight end, and he straight up drops it. That was just a straight up drop. Don't 3 and out, dude. Might even quick roll to the right. Don't need to. Polk, he's been clutch. Nice stiff arm. Wish he would have got a better block. If Faulkner would have, pancaked the guy, we'd still be running, I think. Even with that lack of speed. Somebody get injured? Clock's not running. It's a tough throw. Ooh, I don't like that. And it was Polk who tore his labrum. Labrum? Torn labrum. Labrum. God damn it. Our best receiver is now injured. Sweet. Oh, we just talked Virgil up a little bit. Ratings look pretty good. Over the middle and hit as we're throwing. Flag's probably going to be a hold as well. And it will be. Why would they accept it? It's well, actually, no. We didn't get sacked. Never mind. They will accept it, I think. Our best receiver who has absolutely carried today's game, on offense at least, injured, is not going to be good. Trying to quickly throw that in there. Faulkner obviously not going to catch it. He can't catch a wide open pass. Kind of half the reason why we're in a situation like this. We're going to go with verticals. Things are only getting worse as they arise. I think you got to take that to Virgil. And, of course, he swats it like it's nothing. Is that just a flat ball again? I mean, call me crazy. I think you do have to punt this. I don't think 4th and 20 is high percentage. I think 4th and 20 is low percentage, and we do have 3 timeouts. I really wish we would have got it actually away from him, though. Huge hit. Unfortunately, we didn't. That's why I kicked it all the way over there. Got to get the stop. I just don't like 4th and 20. You know, turnover on downs on 4th and 20 there, that's game over. This might look like a really stupid decision from us, but we're going to see. And he doesn't finish the tackle. Ojulari doesn't finish the tackle. Huge hit. 2-minute warning, thankfully, to kind of help us out because I don't know if we're going to get this stopped now. I went for the hit stick because our single conservative tackles have always been broken, but a huge hit stick, if it's timed perfectly, can't be denied. That's going to be 3rd and 5 now. We got to get the stop. Got to get the stop. 3 wide receivers, doesn't matter. Still bringing the blitz. Give them no time to think. No time to react. And out there. And, of course, Gonzalez misses it. Touchdown, Samuel. It's always Samuel. It's always Curtis Samuel. Gonzalez has been absolutely destroyed in press. I don't know what he's doing, though. He's like... He, bumps him or shoulders him, he's not even in bad coverage either, but it's enough to throw it all off. But hey, if we're going to give up a score like that, it's telling me that would have probably been a pretty bad situation no matter what. Wow, that route by Virgil is pretty terrible. Almost picked. That route is really bad. Like, he had literally zero separation on that play. That's crazy. Back to the corner out for Virgil. Tight end's open, but I need something deeper. I mean, I need more than 10 yards, you know. I need more than that. I need so much more than 10 yards on, you know, open field play like that. Faulkner's pretty open. He actually holds on to a tough one to the 50. Great play. Clock's running. Some would argue maybe not hurrying up like that. And once again, just hit as we're throwing. There's been a lot of that today, I'll tell you what. Been a lot of that. Douglas on the post. And, of course, every single ball is underthrown. Like, you can't touch past that. If you touch past that, it's going to go way too high. And he just doesn't pick it up. Ramondre just doesn't pick up the blitz. 4th and 10. Can we just have somebody pick up a blitz, please? No? Wide open Baker. It's a great throw. He's got speed. And I think with, you know, timeouts, you got to use one there. Great play. Great play to keep it alive, but it's going to be another game where we have to try and get an onside gig. If we even get the touchdown, to be fair. Drake May. I can't believe this guy's... Is Drake May just tired from all the scrambles? Rousseau is not that fast. Rousseau is not Drake May fast, so it must have been just all those scrambles. That's a tough one. That could be picked. Thank God it's on the ground. His defense has been pretty damn next level, I got to be honest. It has been really tough to get anything going. Faulkner, wide open. Touchdown. Finish what he started. Onside kick. I hate that it keeps coming down to this, but it's better than rolling over. This time we're going to go with a speed one. Try to change it up every time. It doesn't work. And that wasn't actually terrible. Someone's got to hit him hard. Huge hit. We're still not going to finish it. And that will be a back-to-back loss. So we lose 2, we win 2, and we lose 2 again. The Bills I get, and I suppose the Buccaneers are a really good record, but I still think the Buccaneers... They got away with one. We threw way too many picks against them. This Bills defense, they actually made us earn it, in fairness. The Buccaneers, we kind of forced it. This one, they actually were just covering really well. No late hit for Gamble, unfortunately, as we're going to drop yet another game, losing by 7. Obviously, I'm not worried about making the playoffs too much, but as far as like the division goes, and obviously the number 1 seed, that's like gone. Yeah, we've definitely let it slip a bit. This second half of the season has been definitely tougher. And unfortunately, we're going to drop it to the Bills, who are going to have a chance to climb back into the playoff race at 5 and 7 now. Of course, a couple of plays that if they change, who knows what happens. But a loss is a loss, and that's all that's going to matter on the win column for them. I mean, I can't believe it didn't knock him out of bounds there, but still, Gonzalez had a chance there on that 1/3 and whatever. Got beat straight away off the press, and there it was. Missed the swat as well, and ultimately those 7 points meant the world. The safety was clutch, though, and it just didn't matter. 2 touchdowns, 0 picks, but 50% completion percentage. You know, so many throwaways, so many throws while being hit. Run game was better, but not by, you know, some significant margin. Polk was great, but of course injured now, so we have to deal with that as well. This was a really bad performance. I mean, just the fact that we lost Polk and lost the game in general is just awful. And with Polk being injured there, I mean, there's a chance with Dev regression on that he loses superstar Dev on top of it after the season's over. He's looking at like 600 yards on the season. You know, that's really bad. It's really not that good. Of course, next games we have the Dolphins and the Saints, which will definitely be hell of a games, I'll assume. Saints don't look too good, though, but the Dolphins, obviously, this is a massive matchup. If we lose this game, it's probably Dolphins' division. If we win this game, though, it's probably our division, so it really could go either way. Anyways, I hope you guys still enjoyed this video. Super close games here. Yet still dropped them both anyways, so it doesn't really matter. If you guys did enjoy, though, maybe leave a like. Subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, I do appreciate your continued support on the channel. We're still 8-4, though, which is a great record. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. Second channel, PK plays for non-Madden content. And that is about it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya. And once again, shout out to the channel members. Appreciate you guys a ton. See ya.